Good evening, children. See, yesterday we discussed about polynomials exercise 3.1. Today, see remaining fifth problem. Did you do? I think you did. Okay, today we will see the graphical, geometrical meaning of the zero of the polynomial. See, graphs. If you in already you learned all these things in the ninth class itself. Once we revise it. See, linear polynomial. Linear polynomial means ax plus b is equal to 0. This is linear polynomial. If the degree is 1, we call it as linear polynomial. For this linear polynomial, if you draw a graph means it is a straight line. This is ax plus b. Ax plus b is equal to 0. This one. This is the straight line. See, this one, it touches the x-axis at only one point. Only one. That we call it as zero of the polynomial. See, this one. For example, here minus 1, here minus 2. I think minus 1 means minus 1 comma 0 is the, see, minus 1 we call it as 0 of the polynomial of that particular graph. See, linear polynomial means the graph always be a straight line. If the quadratic polynomial means, what is a quadratic polynomial? If the degree is 2, we call it as quadratic polynomial. Okay. In this quadratic polynomial, if coefficient of x square, coefficient means this one, x square coefficient is a. If x square coefficient is positive, then it is upside parabola. Upside, the parabola opens upside. This we call it as parabola. See, if x square coefficient is negative, then the parabola opens downwards. The parabola opens towards downwards. See, for quadratic polynomial, always the graph is like parabola. Always like parabola. See, in this, if it is positive, it opens upside. If it is negative, it opens downwards. Is it clear? Next we will see for this linear polynomial, how many zeros of the zero of the polynomial. Zero of the polynomial means, see, for example, ax plus b is equal to 0. If you equalize it to 0, if p of x is equals to 0, then ax is equals to plus b. If it transpose to the right hand side, minus b, then here x terms should be there, and a also you transpose to the right hand side. So minus b by, here it is multiplying, if it goes there, division, minus b by a, x coordinate is minus b by a, it is comma 0. That means on the x axis this minus b by a will come. So it is called the zero of the polynomial of this particular linear polynomial. For this linear polynomial, this is known as zero of the polynomial. Okay. For this linear polynomial, only one zero of the polynomial will be there. Next, for this quadratic, it may be 2, maximum 2. It may be 1 also, and it may be no zero polynomials will be also there. If you draw a parabola, see, for example, we'll see the figures, then only you can understand nicely. See, if you see the textbook also, you can see nicely. For linear polynomial, the graph and zeros of the polynomial, is only 1. For linear, only 1 will be there. For quadratic, here maybe 2 maybe, or 1 also, or 2 or 1 or no zero polynomials also will be there. Without zero polynomials also we can draw the figure. See, it may be 2 zero polynomials will be there, 1 also will be there, no also will be there. We'll see that one. For cubic polynomial, what is cubic polynomial? Ax to the ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. This is the cubic. That means the highest power should be cube, 3. Cubic, for a cubic polynomial, it may be 3 or 2 or 1 or no also. Okay, like this. At most 3 will be there. Highest means 3. It may be 3 or 2 or 1 or no also. Okay, now see the textbook. See here, this one. If you see here page number 52, see here for this one, it meets the x-axis at only one point. X-axis, that is known as zero of the polynomial. For the linear polynomial, only one zero polynomial will be there. If that straight line meets the x-axis at one point, we call it as one zero polynomial. If you see this one quadratic polynomial, see, this is parabola. This is parabola, and see here it intersects the x-axis at 2 points. Here one point and here also another point. That means 2 zeros polynomial. 2 zero polynomials are there in this parabola in quadratic polynomial. See, this is also upside. That means coefficient should be positive. See here, if you observe here, 3. See here, here 2 zeros polynomial. That means it intersects the x-axis at 2 points. So we have 2 zeros of the quadratic polynomial. We have 2 zeros. Here 1, 2. Here also 2, x-axis. Here only at one point it touches. It intersects the x-axis at only one point. That means it has only one zero of the polynomial. Here also it touches only at one point. So it is also having only one zero polynomial. See, if you observe here in the case 3. In the case 3, see, 2 will be there, 1 will be there. No, it did not touch the x-axis. It did not touch at least one time also. So here no zero polynomials. Here also no zero polynomials. Okay. It opens downward. The parabola opens downward means here the coefficient is negative. Here the parabola opens upwards. That means here the coefficient is positive. Okay, that is about the quadratic. Now come to the cubical. Zeros of the cubical. It may be 3. See here. See, 1, 2, 3. 0, 0. Here minus 2, 0. 2, 0. Page number 56. See, 3 at 3 points. This graph, it intersects the x-axis at 3 points. That means 3 zeros of the polynomial is there. Here, if you see in the next case, see, this is also cubical polynomial only. Here only one point is there, 0, 0 only. Only it meets the x-axis. This graph meets the x-axis at only one point, that is 0, 0. Only one point. See here in the case of this one, y is equal to x cube minus x square. It meets two points. At 2 points it meets. See, 0, 0 and 1, 0. Y should be 0. If it meets the x-axis, those are called the zeros of the polynomial. See what he told you. There are at most 3 zeros for any cubic polynomial. At most 3. Maybe 3, maybe 2, maybe 1 also will be there. Now we'll come to the, see, if you observe this one, example 1. See here page number 58. See, this graph, if you observe this graph, it touches only at 1. So how many zeros? What he asked you, look at the graphs in figures given below, page number 58. Each is the graph y is equal to p of x, where p of x is a polynomial. In each of the graphs, find the number of zeros of p of x is given in the given range. See, by seeing the graph itself, we can find out how many zeros of zero polynomials are there, zeros of this p of x. See, for this p of x, it meets the x-axis at only one point. So 1 0 1 0 here. Here 2 points, so 2 zeros. Next here 1 2 3. 3 times it touches the x-axis. So if you see this one, this straight line, it touches the x-axis. X-axis means like this, horizontal line. If it touches only one point, so 1 0, the number of zeros is 1. Here also 1 only, at one point it touches, so the number of zeros is 1. If you see this one, last figure if you see means, see here, if you see the last one, 1 2 3 4, 4 zeros are there. How many how many points it is intersected? At 4 points that graph is intersected that x-axis. That's why 4 zeros of that one. Okay, up to now we discussed about linear, quadratic, how the graphs and how many zeros of the polynomial will be there in that particular graph. If you observe this in exercise 3.2, same like that example only, how many zeros of the polynomials are there? See, if you observe this, the graphs of y is equals to p of x are given in the figure below. For some polynomials p of x, in each case find the number of zeros. Here, it did not touch the x-axis. It did not touch the x-axis. Therefore, no zeros here. Here only at one point it touches. So 1 0. Here 1, 2, 3. 3 zeros. Here 1, 2. At 2 points it touches the x-axis. That's why 2 zeros. Here 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times it touches the x-axis. So number of zeros is 4. Here 1, 2, 3. Only 3 zeros. Okay. Today we discussed about linear graph, linear polynomial, graph of the linear polynomial, graph of the quadratic polynomial, graph of the cubical polynomial, and the zeros of the polynomials also we discussed. Okay. Thank you.